And hello, movie lovers. And with me, I have my good friend Alex. Hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
And today, we're actually going to be reviewing a little short film called Laika Nemo. And as a matter of fact, this is actually part of a shorts film festival that we're privileged to take part in. Also, too, the publicist also reached out to us wanting to review this film because it actually has a possibility of being nominated for the Oscars. But when it comes down to this movie, and I'm just going to say this, I really have to say I really enjoy this film, and the plot line is very. To be honest with you, the plot line is very simple. To the fact that we have this character named Laika, and Laika is this character who wears a scuba diving outfit from the 1930s, and you have these kids messing with him and getting bullied by the town people and things like that. So that's basically a little short way of actually summing up what this film is about. So when you look at the animation style, Alex, now tell me if you didn't pick up on a little bit of uh, Luca from this.
Yeah, some Luca. I was thinking like I don't know the exact term. I think but Nightmare Before Christmas. That kind
Oh,
of
like the stop
animation.
animate, right?
Yes, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Uh, that takes a lot of skill to be able to do and to do it right. And I love just how smooth the movements were for this type of animation. And it was beautiful to look at.
Yeah, most definitely, especially whenever it's dealing with the stop animation with the claymation and stuff like that. It definitely has this feel of like a Luca and stuff like that. So that's something I really liked about it. And it also has a story. And even though there's no dialogue flowing out of these characters or anything like that, but basically you have Leica, and Leica's getting bullied by the people at the school. The kids at the school are picking on him, throwing paper airplanes at him, and then one person winds up taking a fishing rod and jerking him back in his seat because it gets tangled up in the scuba diving gear. And of course, the scuba diving gear is basically like a 1930s kind of scuba diving kind of gear, like you would actually see with that
It
Robert De Niro
was.
movie that we had, right, with Robert Downey Jr. with that movie. And so it gets tangled up and he winds up falling backwards. He gets bullied also by the skipper and his first mate, they're walking by the boat, and they have a key. But what did you think of that setup?
I thought it was cool. I liked the idea that it's just a slightly different world because I remember there was a mermaid in the classroom with him, like as a classmate. So it's just all different kinds of people. Yet the scuba diver is being the one singled out and picked on. No one should be picked on. But I'm just saying it. And I fell for him, and I thought the 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 captain having the key on on his necklace that was going to come into play later with the scuba diver because he had that lock there. So maybe I thought that was going to be a bigger part of the story, but I guess it was more like a metaphor, like that captain holds the key to his happiness or something along those lines. But whatever it
Or
is, I didn't really mind.
or to like to his dreams or something like that, to that kind of effect though too,
Yeah,
because it's
yeah,
about following your dreams too.
he's locking himself away in his own insecurities or something like that. But what I loved most about this short was just yeah, like there was no dialogue, so it had to do a lot of showing in order to tell the story, and I thought it did so phenomenally. Like even though no one was saying a word except the occasional rah, 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 little mumble noises, which are honestly another thing I love when movies do. Um, it's just I could tell everything that was happening. Like I know exactly how he's feeling. I know exactly what's going on. Like it was easy to follow. They did a great the directing and the writing, the storytelling. They did a great job of just telling a clear story without the dialogue. I thought that was really impressive.
I thought so too, to be honest. And then especially when you see Leica, he goes down the hill, he accidentally breaks his fence, and then now you see him trying to rebuild that fence after his long day getting picked on. And he's also the keeper of the lighthouse to keep everybody safe, and yet he's being picked on. And then you see Nemo comes in out of nowhere.
Wait,
And
wait. I think Laika is the astronaut, and Nemo's the scuba diver.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think yeah, because I remember yeah. It's
Okay,
Nemo's a
that makes
scuba
sense
diver.
then.
See, Nemo's a
Okay,
scuba diver.
so
Go ahead.
yeah, then you see Laika. He comes out of nowhere. And it's at nighttime, and pretty much Nemo winds up fixing the lighthouse. And at that time, he's about to go to bed. Then all of a sudden, you see a spaceship crash into his house. Well, something gets crashed, and then the next day, he realizes after he winds up taking Laika in that this person's actually a astronaut, and the astronaut's also Russian, and they're two different people, but I understand what they're going for. I understand what the story is saying, to accept people for who they are regardless of being different from each other.
Yeah. I thought it was so cute when she started cussing him out. Like, and I'm like, she's not saying words, but I know exactly what she's saying right now. Why did you like that mother? I thought it was so cute. I was so happy that an astronaut came down. So it's like the literal opposite of what Nemo is. Like he's deep under under the in the sea. That was his thing. And then you meet Laika, who's like who looks similar to a scuba diver. You know, big helmet, the real bulky suit. But she wanted to be up in the sky. And as soon as she was introduced, I had the biggest grin on my face. I'm like, finally, he has a friend.
That they have something in common, some common ground with, and they both have this dream of one wants to be a scuba diver, the other one wants to be an astronaut, and you have them being united, and then you wind up seeing the sea captain, and we're not going into any more spoilers than that. And then, of course, he winds up losing his key, and then you're thinking that you know, basically, I like how Nemo is actually the bigger person because he could have just walked away. And he was about to walk away up until Micah just goes on ahead. Are you going to help him or what? Like, because it kind of turns into like Peter Parker, where it's like, it's not my problem.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Right. But
I would
yeah, I think this
100%
is.
accept that dialogue. If that was the only spoken line in this movie, that would have been it.
But all in all, I think this movie is really good. This short is beautiful. It's lightheartedness. It has a meaning and a lesson to be taught. And, I think that people are going to gravitate towards this once they see it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It just made me smile so much. And I wanted like I was like this is one of those shorts that I want it to be longer. Like, okay, you gave me a taste, now I want a 2-hour movie. That's I won't accept any minute less. 2 hours of Laika and Nemo. I want them to get married and I want them to have a child that is like maybe a minor, like a goes underground because
Right.
just to kind of even out
That'd
that
be awesome.
she's in space, he's under the ocean, he's in the ground like digging holes. Like I think that would be so dope. They could do a whole thing with that. But for what we get in this, I absolutely loved the world. I loved this story, the animation especially. It's phenomenal. It brought me back to watching like Nightmare Before Christmas or Chicken Run, things like that. Like I love that kind of animation. It's so fun to look at. And yeah, I hope this wins. I hope this wins an Oscar.
Me too. This definitely deserves it, if not an Oscar nom.
Mhm.
It's to me, this is actually just a fantastic film.
Yeah.
And I was actually, we're both happy that we got a chance to watch it. And, I think that, like I said, this is actually going to be one of those movies that people can gravitate towards and they can relate to. So, yeah.
Mhm.
So, with that being said, that's going to be it for our review for Leica and Nemo. And by the way, Alex, I think that this could actually be something for Pixar to pick up on, to have like a little shorts with this kind of storyline, because it seems like an introduction
Wink,
into like a
wink.
Pixar.
Yeah.
You know what? I might have to tweet them out. But anyways, that's gonna be it for our Leica and Nemo review. I hope that you guys enjoy this. Also, too, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe below. Don't forget to go visit my co-host Alex's channel, A Town Reviews. His links will be in the comment section, well, in the descriptions below. So go ahead, check that out. And always until next time, guys, have a great and safe day, and we'll see you on the next one.